Welcome to another week of It's a Man's World Podcast. It's Nasty Ass D Hayes.
Right, Crystal was here. Who would have ever say I'm bad?
Same OG.
And the King of Hearts.
Yeah, I'm a little weary today, y'all.
I know. What sucks is it ain't in your body. Okay?
Yeah, nah, it's like.
No, you've been lonely.
Nah, it's
I'm
like
so sick of being lonely.
it's like a sign of thing, like my face hurting shit. Like my nose.
That was a jam, though. Yeah, but I
remember that song by
everybody got a heebie-jeebie.
Lisa Fisher that was like, "How can I ease the pain? Something of my heart."
Glenn, stop trying to look extra confused. Glenn love to do that when he don't know. Now wait a minute, this nigga's crazy. Did they release this?
She didn't sing that.
Because I don't know it.
No, that's all right. That's okay. That's your head cold getting to you.
Any
You probably
other
just wrote that.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna shoot the shit as always. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I'm gonna talk as little as possible today, so everybody else their voices sound more pleasant to the ear.
I might be coming down with brown kite on. I don't know. I try to get a little tap of it every time this year. I ain't doing it this year.
Little brown kiters.
Right, that brown kiters ain't taking me down for 3 months again. I
Bronchitis.
rebuke you, brown kiters.
All right, y'all. This week on Shooting the Shit, we're gonna talk about working with family members. All right.
Nope.
Are you able to?
I ain't trying to work with you at the
with family
reunion,
members?
on the assembly line, nothing. I ain't trying to pass potatoes with your ass.
Have you worked with family members before? Would you do it again? What's everybody's thoughts on that?
Okay, like professionally, I haven't ever worked with a family member ever. Like, have you?
No, but like,
Let me think.
I've definitely had my family members like have me do photo shoots and stuff for them.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
they want it for free.
9 times out of 10, they want it for free.
For very few nickels. Okay.
But I think it's always different. Like, I feel like if somebody from my family had a business and I went to go work with them, it would be fine. But like, I don't know if I would want my family members to work for me. And you know what I'm saying?
Like, if you were running everything?
Yeah, because I feel like, number one, they really ain't going to listen to you like you need them to.
They're not.
And you ain't going to want to tell them nothing because, you know, we family.
Especially if they older than you. If
Yeah,
they
especially
older
if they
than you,
older
they
than
definitely
you.
not going to listen.
They definitely just come in to get free money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you have a business card. Do you let anybody work? You let family work for you?
Yeah.
And how's that work?
I mean, with certain family members, it didn't work out well. Then with others,
What made it
did.
not work, though?
I mean, just being niggas. Like, I mean,
Both of y'all?
You'll sit them down. You'll sit them down and tell them like this is how it goes. You know what I'm saying? This is how it should be.
Their own twist
And
on
then they put their own twist on it. Like they be like, nah, they gonna like this because of this. No, you ain't done.
like this.
Nah, you ain't did
Y'all
it.
niggas out there having a nig off, trying to
Nigga,
out
do it
nig
the
each
way I
other.
tell you to do it.
Yeah,
That's
I remember. Basically, I used to DJ at Victoria's Secret, and I
never knew that. Fun fact.
I gave a uncle of mine like one of the shops or whatever to the DJ because I couldn't. It was like 2 of them I had to do, so I gave him one, and I was letting him know like, you know, it's funny because he kind of put me down on the whole DJ game, but I told him like, hey, you got to play like top 100, kind of like up tempo stuff. Man, I found out he was in that thing playing like Beat King.
Oh, come on.
Like just stuff like that. Like it was just like why? And
I never Victoria's Secret demographic.
Yeah, I never got a call back like from that particular Victoria's Secret again.
And
So I lost out on money
He
because
sounded
of
your
that.
name.
Yeah, like so.
See, and it was just him just being himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. When you work with family, they gonna be themselves too much.
Because they like, we family. Why wouldn't I be myself? But
And
if you was working up the street,
you wouldn't do that.
Right.
And I know the way he felt because he probably was got like, nah, he think, you know what I'm saying, he think Danielson done passed to Mr. Miyagi. I'm the one put him down on this DJ thing. I'm going to do me. But
I know what they like.
I got this, nigga.
My dad.
I've been doing this for 35 years.
My dad owns his own company, and I worked for him a couple times, different times in the summer. And I didn't like working for my dad because this nigga can already tell me what to do at home. You know what I mean? So I don't also want to go here. And he also this nigga just trumps me in every facet of my life. So I like working for other people because then, you know what I mean? Like, at least I can have some type of pushback. But yeah, I just didn't like working I didn't like working for my pops.
Yeah, I feel like the parent and probably like the boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband is probably the hardest.
Significant other might be the hardest.
Would you work even in the same place?
I mean,
because what if they get into it with somebody?
If y'all are coworkers, I think it's better if you coworkers. But if one of you guys are the boss and you working with your significant other, that ain't gonna work.
But you know, there's a lot of teams that are like, and of course every situation is different. You know, there's a lot of like husband and wife teams. You know what I mean? Like pastor teams that they went in business together. You see,
but that's different if you went in business together. But
that's
like if you let's just say you had your own business, right? Yeah. And then you got married, and then you told your wife came and worked for you. Right. That's different because it was yours before she got there.
A law firm or something, or a doctor's office.
I was just watching the episode, like no cap. I was just watching the episode of Martin just now where they called him. He was on his Word on the Street show, and it was an episode about dads that just ain't worth a damn or whatever. But they like ended up calling in consulting to make his show more mainstream. And Gina ended up coming in and telling him what to do. That shit was real hard on that nigga. Like he couldn't handle.
That's difficult, bro.
Yeah, it's difficult. I don't.
And
think
her.
Yeah.
Because I mean, y'all gonna get. It's like you'll say something to your significant other just like you would any other employee, and they'll take it as like disrespect, like
or not even that. It's gonna be the opposite. You gonna be letting your significant other get away with everything. Not doing shit,
or you gonna be
with
mad.
Your other employees, they ain't gonna be getting away with nothing.
Or you gonna be mad and not want to say nothing to them. Like you don't need something. No, you need it, and they ain't gonna say nothing to them.
And what you don't want is everybody confronting you about your wife. Like, we need to talk to you
because your wife ain't doing shit.
Right,
she always fucking up the time sheets,
and she gonna be not doing shit too. And your niggas not gonna have your money.
You can't say too much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So it's a no.
And then you gotta like try to like hold it like when y'all into it at work.
Oh yeah.
You can't argue like you want to. So you like.
You know, I think it kind of all boils down to, even though it's like you can't blanket this whole issue, but I think it's probably a case by case thing because there's probably some family members you can work with and it will be like good for everybody, and there's some you can work. It's just like you can live with some people and you can't live with some people. You know what I mean? Like you might live with one of your cousins or one of your siblings and it work out great, and then you live with the other one and y'all about to kill each other. Right. So I think it's just kind of.
And sometimes when it comes to trust, even like if you are going to business with your siblings or something like that, it is. I mean, if you know your sibling, y'all might have you know the most about each other. So sometimes it's better than bringing a third party in that maybe you got to learn to trust that you don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. See, I feel like I could work with like a cousin, an uncle. I kind of think
certain ones.
I feel like I could work for my dad, but my dad is very strict on anybody who worked for him.
My dad is too.
So you just got to be willing to. I went through that my whole life. I don't know if I want to do that now.
I feel like you just gotta like whatever it is, whatever situation is, whoever it is you're working with, you gotta sit down and have that conversation. Like, okay, this is how I want it to be, especially if you're the boss. So this is how I want it, you know what I'm saying? Are you good with that? And if they not, then you ain't even got to explore that. But if they say they good with it, then they got to know what comes with it if they don't get that done.
Ricola.
And I think that's harder. Like having having a family member work for you versus working for a family member, I think.
I know I can work for a family member because, I mean, I know I'm going to do my job.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how your
that's
hand
how
works,
I feel.
But you don't have everybody coming in like, you niggas get high by the time.
Yeah.
I'm finna get a break, nigga.
Right.
I ain't come to work.
That's it. And you know that's how they going to feel.
Yeah.
And if they do feel like that's like,
or if they gonna feel like they over everybody else and they got the same position. Like, yeah, this is my cousin shit.
No, but
you can get fired.
But it's the same thing, like you said, with them just trying to get it for free. It's just, I mean, sometimes your family ain't gonna put their best foot forward because they know you. You ain't gonna come here fucking my shit.
You know, your family just always want to hook up on something, which I get it, but like at the same time, you know, come on now.
Let me live a little bit. Let me
it's
come
business.
up first.
Let the business be business.
We should do an extra little poll this week and ask our listeners on Twitter or Insta, like, would you be able to live with a family member, just to see what people think.
You mean work?
I'm sorry, work with. Yeah, work with. It works for me.
Work. All
right. So that was shooting the shit, and now we're going to shoot the shit with our listeners. If you would like us to read your letter on the show, please email IAMW Podcast at gmail.com, and we'll be glad to read your letter. Our first letter today comes from Tamara, and Tamara said the subject line is job opportunity. She said, "Hey everybody, I have a real quick question, but I'm curious what you guys think. I recently got 2 job offers. One is my dream job, which pays less than I want, and my runner-up job, which pays significantly more money. My husband and family all say I should go with the higher pay, but I'm torn between making more money or working in my dream job. What would y'all do in this situation? Thanks, Tamara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm going with my dream job. I've been in that situation where I chased the money, and it wasn't all cracked up as it would.
Yeah.
I mean, I made way more than I'm making now. So like, I'm happy. I'm happier where I am now than I was when I was making way more money. So I would choose happiness over money any day.
I feel like it kind of like depends on like where you at in life. Like for me, I'm single. Like I'm not married. I don't got no kids. None of that. I'm gonna choose happiness. But I feel like if I had a wife, 2 kids, like I gotta go get the money regardless.
That's understandable.
So I think it depends on like where she at in life. So
I guess I'm speaking on that too. I mean, I ain't got no kids, no wife,
so I think even if it's just her and her husband, like, I mean, depending on what he bring to the table financially, like it may be more beneficial in the long run to take the higher paying job. But if y'all fine with, you know what I'm saying, whatever he making and you making with the lower paying job, like go be happy.
And she also said her runner up job, so I'm guessing this, even though it might not be a dream job, it's still something that you interested in.
It's close enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's close enough. And I mean, to me, you never know that dream job. You may not like it as much as you know what I'm saying. You think you do. So I mean, it's worth the try. I would sit down and think, is that dream job going anywhere? Like, will it be there later on? If it will, if it's not going anywhere, if it's like a job that's not going anywhere, it won't be a shortage of openings anytime soon, then I would take that higher pay.
But people definitely underestimate your everyday peace of mind and just like how stressed are you when you wake up in the morning? Like how much do you hate getting out the bed? How much do you hate going to sleep at night because you know you're finna wake up and go do this bullshit again?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just, and like you said, that's probably everything. None of us, you know what I mean, have really, if we don't want to eat this week because we want a pair of shoes, we can do it, okay?
Right.
So that does make a balance. And again, like you said, the money that you're on, you can choose where you want it to stretch and where you don't want to stretch. You know, you can choose what goes without or what doesn't. When there's more people involved, you do have to make that choice. So, you know, I still say dream job.
I say dream job also.
If you can, you know, if you can swing it.
No, I mean, I've had relationships where, you know, she was so unhappy in her job. It really ended up causing friction with us because, like Chris was saying, when you are that unhappy with something, because you spend more time at work than anywhere else. Mm-hmm. So when you that unhappy all the time, dealing with something that you don't like, you automatically, when you get to the place where you kind of can release, you're going to feel some type of way, and that's going to eventually probably affect the other person. Because you like unhappy all the time, you know? So
I mean, I always be like, I'm thankful because the job I have, I actually enjoy going to it. Mm-hmm. And every now and then we have some bullshit that we got to do, but they come with everything. Yeah. And it really be pissing me off. So I can only imagine going to a job I hate every single day.
You hate everything about it.
Yeah, like, that's too much.
Or even just having to be worried. I think all of us are blessed to be very comfortable also. And I mean, we work hard and we do a good job at our job too, so we deserve to be comfortable there because we're doing the right thing. But at the same time, just like, always even having to just like be on pins and needles about, you know, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna be able to do
fired,
this. Right. Like hell no, that shit is not.
And
that shit's stressful.
That's one of the things why I like quit that job that I was making, you know, a lot of money, because it was just I wasn't happy. I was like, how am I doing this wrong? Like this,
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't feel like I know what I'm doing.
I kept telling him to just stay though.
You told me I was stupid.
I did. I was like, bro, just stay, bro.
You know
just stick it out.
I told you not to stay.
You don't remind me
I told you to stay because you was already there. I was like, just do a year, bro, and then then you can leave.
He hated that shit.
Yeah, he hated it.
But I saw them talking about gamers, like people that test video games or whatever. But they were talking about they so overworked and underpaid, but people stay in it because there's such a high demand for the job. Like anybody, like people love gaming so much that they'll just. But they talking about they like pay them nothing for these long hours, you know, like for these deadlines to have to finish games. But it's like this like dream torture job though. Like they don't want to leave because they know somebody will automatically take their place and probably do it for free. Right. And they want the access to them, but they're just like dying. They'll freaking finish the project, fire all them niggas, bring in some fresh minds because they didn't work these niggas for 4 months straight.
They definitely like video. If you into that shit, you just
like
stay
double.
into it. Because they got like these leagues and shit that's like you get paid to do that shit now. Like,
Jerry Jones, I think, build like a gaming facility for.
Yeah, I think even like colleges starting to give like scholarships for that shit.
Well, it seems like the next.
I don't know how much they pay, but I assume like the longer you stay in it, they'll start paying better.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Get it, girl.
To marry, yeah, we all.
Right.
I think mostly we all say, you definitely should consider your dream job. If it's something you can handle financially, go for it. If it's something you can't, like your family needs more, then you might have to take the other job. But just make sure you stay aware of what's going on with your dream job so you can get it when the time is right.
Girl, with your extra money, just make sure you treat yourself.
Right, that's for damn sure.
Take all that vacation time.
Listen,
This next letter today is from Leslie. And the title of the letter is Father-in-Law. It says, "It's a man's world. I just found out from my sister that my father-in-law is always trying to get at her on the low. He sends messages on social media. And is always getting slick with her when she is around. I'm just not sure how to handle it. Do I tell my husband? Him and his dad are really close, and his parents have been married like 30 years. Leslie."
oh man,
Oh, work.
that shit's tough.
Yeah, because okay, like if you on one hand, and I'm not saying I have to process it for a minute. On one hand, though, if you say something and then everybody decides like they're just gonna let it go, everybody else not finna fuck with you now. You know what I'm saying? Like the mama not finna fuck with you, and the daddy probably not finna fuck with you. Gonna feel like you
I
made
would
a
do
wave.
this.
I don't know though.
You got to do something.
I would just confront him myself. Like, hey, stop trying to get at my sister. And that's your warning.
I mean, she got the receipt, so how's everybody gonna
Yeah,
get mad
let your
at her?
sister just tell and then tell her not to come around no more.
Well,
I mean, so
the
you
thing
wouldn't
is,
talk to you don't think she should talk to her husband about it?
nah, I would just
If she gonna talk to his dad,
to the
she should,
dad.
'cause then he can flip it.
No, not really. If she got the receipts,
He can still try to flip it.
I mean,
he can try, but it ain't. I mean, if it's one sided where he's just trying to continuously talk to her, and you got social media. Come on now.
I just don't know if I think she should talk to his dad without talking to her
these
husband.
old
If she
niggas
gonna
don't
talk
have
to-
social media too.
if she
Probably
gonna-
niggas
Here's
shit's
the
all
thing,
probably
is
all
her
exposed.
It's probably on the wall.
Right, probably on the wall.
Here's the thing. Do her sister want it to stop? Because if her
I'm
sister
assuming
do,
so.
Yeah, this sounds
okay.
yeah.
So if her sister
cry
do
for
it, I
help.
think
Yeah.
I think they should talk to him and be like, hey, stop.
But
And leave it at that.
And I agree to talk to him, but they can't talk to him without talking to her husband.
Like,
Why
Yeah,
not?
I think
That's
she
not
should talk
reason-
to the husband
Yeah,
just for the
you
simple
Why
fact
not?
that,
The
like,
daddy ain't talking to the son about
Well,
him
he the one
getting
doing
at
dirt,
the
though.
son.
I know, but
He
I still
might
think
be
they should
hell.
talk to the son. Her husband, because he may be that may be just something that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not be a big deal to them because
How'd the
his
sister
daddy
find
just
out?
be out here like that.
Huh?
how'd the sister find
I
out?
guess
Sister told her.
sister told her.
Okay, so we don't
Yeah.
know if she was like, girl, this old ass nigga finna take me to. Okay, or she
Right.
was like, girl,
Help
he is
me.
right, help me. Okay, this nasty
Nigga.
ass nigga is okay.
It sounded more to me the way she wrote it that it was coming like her sister was kind of like, yo, I'm letting you know this nigga tripping.
Yeah.
Type thing. That's
like,
the
I'm not
energy.
trying to expose him,
Yeah.
but he could chill.
Yeah.
And you
I
never
mean,
know.
could she just not just ignore him, or is that not enough?
Not if he making comments like when he see her, so it's like it's ongoing.
Also, the
Gotta bust these
husband,
niggas out loud,
the
I'm
husband
just-
might feel like, so like, I think you just got to.
If
the
you
husband,
don't-
'cause
if you
he gonna
don't
feel
say
like
nothing-
you talking about him, everybody know but him. Shit. Like,
If you don't say nothing, that's what I'm saying. If you don't say nothing to the father-in-law, like he gon' think it's okay. Like he gonna keep doing it.
so he really, I really gonna have to tell the son so he can tell the daddy, and maybe you can go with him or something. I don't know, but
And it
Yeah, I
kinda
think
does
the son.
depend on
I
that.
say let the son tell.
yeah.
But it
Because at
kind of
that
does.
point, he could just gotta be like, "Daddy, you out here wilding these streets. I need you to
Right.
chill."
And it
Yeah.
does depend on how she's reacting to it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that his advances are warranted at all, but she could be like, nigga, you need to back off because that's not, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
depending on how she said it. Now, if she is afraid to approach him, then yeah, maybe she does need to find another avenue to communicate that. She doesn't want that happening. But you never know. She could be laughing it off and just being like, oh my God, this nigga crazy. But
Yeah.
if people found out about this, they wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I also be like, old niggas really just be real flirty, but
Yeah.
they don't. I don't know if they be really having intentions to be trying to like go
Bro,
all the
Yeah.
way there.
Jumping in
They
them DMs
will.
and being slick and
And you
buzzing.
just don't ever
That's-
know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they just like sometimes old niggas just move differently.
I don't know, bro. I think if they, like you said, jumping in DMs and stuff like that, if he going that far, like it'd be different if he was just making slick comments when he saw you. But
He married, huh?
Yeah, but he
they
jumping
said
in
for 30
DMs.
years, so this nigga a little older.
But if
older
he-
niggas don't care.
No,
Nah,
they
if he
really
jumping
don't.
in
Niggas do not
DMs,
care.
No,
bro.
they really don't. They really don't.
They be out here just
and
like
they don't-
whatever.
Right, and they don't be expecting necessarily no bite back either, so they can say the craziest shit to pop in
Yeah.
their head. And I think it really is depending on how you, because unfortunately they do come from another time where, it was acceptable. So your reaction to it, like I said, I'm not saying that it's right that he's doing it, but your reaction to it does have a lot to say. If you act like you're uncomfortable, then he probably will stop. If you act like you kind of like it a little bit, he gonna think you kind of like it a little bit. And back in the day, that meant go. Yeah. Okay? That means step on the gas. Step on the gas. Green light.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a little.
Well, I definitely think, okay, so Hart, you still say she shouldn't tell her husband?
I'm not saying she shouldn't tell her husband, but somebody got to talk to Pops.
No, for sure. I just think she talk to her husband before she talk to.
Yeah. I really don't. I'm saying I don't care who talk to him. That's
never mind.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care who talk to him, whether it's the sister or the son.
Okay,
somebody needs to talk to
somebody come holler at Papa real quick. That's what we need. Okay.
And I think it's okay to swoop. That's what I'm thinking. The sister. If you comfortable enough with him, he ain't finna attack you. It'd be like, hey.
He probably gonna be like, all right, and he probably gonna laugh it off and be like, all right.
Yeah, he'll probably laugh it off and be like, okay, no, I wasn't trying to take it that far.
Yeah.
I
was just trying to let her know she was pretty.
Right,
that's exactly what he gonna say.
Right, trying to get an old slave talk. No, nigga.
He gonna definitely laugh like it ain't that big a deal. You can expect that for sure.
Yeah.
But I bet you he'll stop.
Yeah, he'll definitely
he'll maybe stop, yeah.
Okay, y'all. That is all for shooting shit with our listeners. If you would like us to read your letter on the show, please email.
His wife probably done had to tell him to stop too.
Shit.
James, get your ass over here.
IAMW
Leave that girl alone.
podcast@gmail.com, and we'll read your letter on the show. And we're gonna move over into our next segment, which is What's Poppin'.
They say this is a big rich town, but I'm from the hood.
All work,
power. That's the theme song, ain't it? Power.
All work.
Coming from the big rich town to the hood, down to the hood. Power.
The poorest part.
All work.
Power.
All work. Got short power.
You're like a smart to power. Power.
Got me a little more to it.
Power.
Okay.
Why don't they say power? I'm so tired of this crack. I done had 6 people this week coming to be scratching their throat. Tell me you ain't got that Stars password.
Well, you know what? Since we talking about power, we can jump with that first. You
ain't got that star. It don't match the Netflix. It don't match the Netflix. I'm like, no, you're using all my codes. I don't watch Power. Okay.
So we gonna start with that.
That was the Trey Songz version. Y'all gonna hear that next week. He was just trying something out. He want to ease y'all into it.
So what do y'all think? I mean, we would have talked about this last week, but we was too busy talking about Chick-fil-A and them. So
Chick-fil-A and them.
And they just left us by the wayside.
Right, yeah. They gave you hit a crack and discontinued. But so what do y'all think? Has everybody at least heard Trey Songz version of the Power theme song?
Nah,
I looked it up because they was talking about it so bad. Clearly, I don't know the original either.
I've heard it. The original really
Was
is.
it terrible?
It's not bad.
It's actually good. It's good.
Bad.
But it's just Joe's.
The original one is just
Joe's is classic.
So much.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's just so much better. But it's just like you're used to it for 5 seasons.
And it's so much better. And why you change it for the last season?
Yeah, they changed it for the last. It just wasn't. It was no need for a change. But
it's not like a regular Trey Songz song.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's really not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's really not. It just don't sound nothing like
the original.
What you're used to, right?
So
and
it's the same cadence.
I mean,
it's
the same cadence. It's a little bit of like bumper in production. You can tell they recorded a little more.
And then the words I just sang.
But it's
Power.
like
no,
they
didn't say
they
that.
Trey Songz just put his own like little Trey Songz spin to it.
Yeah,
and that's what I think people don't like.
Did he hit that? Yeah.
I don't know.
But he had a little ad lib in there. And I didn't really. I was like,
I didn't really like it.
I ain't gonna say I didn't like it, but the first time I was like, nah, Joe didn't do that.
Right.
Kind of like Lines Attack.
No, it wasn't like Lines Attack because I was actually watching Power yesterday, and it was fine. Like by the second, when I watched the second episode, like I wasn't even worried about it no more.
Okay, why was y'all worried about it any damn well?
Because the original one is just you used to it,
and it really is like a very classic. Like it's a classic theme song. Like that's one of them shows that you know what it is immediately. Just like when we was grow. I am the stone that when the Boondocks was coming on, you immediately knew I
don't think Power was like that.
No, I think it is.
It really is. But you don't watch Power.
I know.
Yeah, it really.
I mean.
Nah, it really is like a super it's a pretty classic theme song.
Yeah, but I just think like once you have a classic theme song, there's no need to change it.
That is true. And people think people want a little extra spice.
I mean,
but we don't.
No, you don't.
We like the routine.
Time out. When you really think about it, Martin tweaked theirs too.
Yeah,
like
a lot of people.
Everybody tweaked
theirs.
It never
theirs. Martin changed his like 3 times.
Yeah, so to be honest, it's like it never really changed. But I get what you're saying because it's like the last season.
It's the last
So why
season.
you do it on the last season?
And there's a lot of shows that never changed. Cheers had the same theme song for his whole run. They had 37 seasons. They just ended last week. And then they had, like, there's a lot of shows that kept the same thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of shows.
37 seasons.
That was a joke.
Oh,
But they did have a lot. They did have a lot. They
In
did have a lot of
reality, it was
seasons on.
46.
But the Simpsons theme song's still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been on for like almost 30 years for real, right?
Something
Not
like
30
that.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it just didn't need
What
to be
about
changed.
that one
especially
show
the
that
last season.
had about 12 that y'all liked so much?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, how many
Same
seasons? they
theme
had?
song, and it was
Yes,
8
that's the same?
seasons. Yeah.
No, they didn't. Yeah, they had the same theme song, but they changed the visual of the beginning credits based on what was going on in the show.
Yeah.
I think
I just started skipping it after a while.
to
though,
be
'cause
honest, I think on Power the visuals is the same. Like it's still like the same like little.
it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
so
Yeah.
Maybe they
Drop or
didn't.
whatever.
And
The
see, when they
skull,
changed
the
Martin,
little
when they changed Martin, remember
Yeah.
they changed him to that little Sims character.
Yeah.
Even on Living Color, I remember I was just watching it the other day, but I remember just like being younger and seeing the theme songs change. And of course, they changed cast a lot too. Not a lot, but they changed, cast as they did it. But I think don't nobody give a damn. And sorry for all the power. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Y'all know. I mean,
You just
Power,
don't
I
like Power.
Yeah, it's
But
not
this
that I don't like it. I just don't get. I mean, I ain't watched it, so I guess I don't get it.
The new season is starting off pretty good to me though.
But I do feel a little bad for not having the stars. Good Lord, I help with so many others.
I just hope I'm caught up.
I mean, I think I
done
could actually-
fell off so many shows. I don't even know.
No, I'm
you
caught
know.
up on Power.
I
And
think
I watched the first.
I think I'm
episodes
caught up.
yesterday.
We got to talk about it off air. What was the last
Yeah.
thing that happened so I
That's
can make
another
sure I
thing
know
for
what I'm
niggas
talking
getting mad about.
No spoilers.
Right.
All right, well, let's talk about some other things that people are about to get mad at, and that is the new laws that just took effect in Texas on September 1 of this year. Why don't I just tell y'all what each of them are? We can discuss
And we say
them, and then
mad
we'll
or
go to
no.
the next one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
good
don't
idea.
think-
No,
okay.
that's
Mad
a
or
good
no?
idea. All right, I'm gonna read them and just say mad or no. That's a good idea. All right, so the first one is unsolicited nude photos. It's HB 2789. It is not illegal for someone to send nude photos you never asked for. Mad or nah?
It's not
Nah.
illegal.
It is illegal.
It
little
is
mad,
illegal.
a little
It's
mad.
illegal.
Nah,
I'm
not
a little
mad.
mad. I'm
not mad.
I don't
mad.
want
I'm
your
a little
news
mad.
if I didn't ask
I'm a
for
little
them.
mad.
I'm
Sometimes-
mad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
You
get to
mad?
ask for. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna ask
you didn't
for.
ask for a nude.
Like
Yeah,
I
then it's
didn't
illegal.
ask. It-
That's
It's
what I'm
illegal.
saying. So.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm
no,
not. Oh, nah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad.
mad. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Because it's like if I didn't ask for them, I don't need you to send them.
Yeah,
to me.
that's what I mean. I'm not mad.
Yeah,
at
but
that
I
law.
mean,
That means listen. That means if you not mad, that means you okay with somebody just sending anybody a
Yeah,
dick
not
pic
mad.
for no reason.
Yeah, I'm mad about the law.
if somebody,
I mean,
you don't want to
sometimes
be,
you
you don't
would-
want to be there worked up. Somebody trying to send a number, they just smoked a couple blunts, they hit the wrong number, that shit go to you. So if it's illegal, folks won't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but sometimes you need a little unsolicited surprise.
Not
Spice
that.
but
up
I
your
think you
Tuesday.
need
I don't
like
need no
if you
surprise.
Spice up your Tuesday.
it don't need to be unsolicited from your girl or whoever you're dealing with, not some random person.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
random person. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now remember on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Man,
but
you didn't
even
wanna see
even
that.
that,
Oh,
yeah,
but yet it's the joke of the
accident.
century and
That
made
was-
your whole
that
Tuesday.
was accident.
But I don't think that
That's
person
what I'm
should have had
saying.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No consequence. I mean, they had some
They
consequences.
shouldn't have no consequences, but the
not
thing
like
is,
not like legal consequences.
yeah, but what I'm saying is you got people out there that just send you.
They
one.
do that on purpose. They do
Yeah,
it
they
purposely.
do it
And
on
I
purpose.
still think that it's like a play on the just the culture of what's going on right now. People sending. I mean, like maybe you will think twice about this because will somebody be able to go back and be like, well, they just sent me these pictures.
And
you
they
know what I mean? I
they
got a
think
whole.
I think it's more for people who say I get sent some news from a girl that I was dating. I get upset and then start sending them out to everybody.
I think that's already illegal.
But
That
now,
is,
That's the part that should be illegal.
But
I
that's
think
probably,
it already is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is
I
illegal.
thought they were just basically making that you know what I'm saying? A little
Okay,
stronger.
so
Okay,
y'all
let's
know.
talk about the next
y'all,
one. Yeah, none of us are mad. You mad about it?
Yeah, I'm mad. So y'all are.
So
or
you
not.
like
So you won't.
So
You
you
won't-
either
you
like
won't
sending
random.
out random news
Okay, I
or you
think-
like getting them.
You like
As
getting
I
random
said, I'm
news.
clearly not sending any nudes out, but like I said, I don't think that. I mean, yeah, I think we already done established what we mad about if we mad. Okay. Next law.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
no,
the
no further
next-
I rest my
questions?
case. No further questions. I rest my
next one-
I
case.
plead the fifth.
Is porch pirates. That's law HB 37.
Oh, hell
that says
yeah.
stealing packages off porches to be a felony. That will be a felony if you steal packages off people's porches. Y'all mad or not?
Not
Nah,
mad about this
not
law.
mad at all.
Not
Because that
mad.
shit happened to me
Leave my shit alone.
around
Ain't
Christmas
stand no
time.
damn thief. I
and I
remember
was
that.
pretty upset, bro.
You happened where?
And
around
I,
Christmas time.
and I feel like it's probably happened to all of us once or twice, and you just like, okay, depending on what it is, maybe you order it again, maybe you try to figure it out, maybe you get it again. Like, there's people that correct it, but it's just like, what are you even? How do you even know what's up in there?
Shout out to the companies that, like, if you call them and tell them you ain't got it because somebody stole it, they're going to send you another one.
Exactly. They didn't even send me another one. They just said, we'll cancel the order and refund you. I was mad because I was buying a gift for somebody, so I had to try to fucking find another gift.
Yeah,
that shit was difficult, man. Like, I want the shit I already paid for it.
And can't nobody stand no thief neither, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the next law it's about alcohol
delivery. Get your ass in the back. Just stealing ass.
SB 1232. Restaurants, bars, or businesses with mixed beverage permits can deliver alcohol with food to homes or other off-premises locations.
Yes.
That's lit.
Mad or nah?
Or nah.
Nah, I mean, that's lit right there.
I don't care, but I think that's lit for some people.
That's
like,
I don't. Yeah,
if you want to have a drink at home,
right?
Yeah,
not
you don't
personally,
feel like
and it's how much safer is that than you even go and get a little squig on the way.
Then you at home.
Yeah.
And that really get lit at home.
There is an app that does that,
but I think they only deliver like bottles.
Yeah, they deliver bottles. Yeah.
But like now, you could just be like, oh shit, I
want
want this
this
margarita.
Not only that,
daiquiri,
it's better because like say you having to get together, you could just order everything, food and drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that goes in the umbrella of all the Uber stuff too. Like, that's like natural next thing.
Yeah, I like that law.
Okay, the next one is Law HB 446, which makes brass knuckles legal to now carry.
Yes.
Are you mad or nah?
Yeah,
I'm not mad
at all.
I'm mad.
I don't know how I feel, cause I mean, at least it's not guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But you can definitely protect yourself with brass knuckles.
I'm not mad.
But I don't know if you can just kill somebody with that.
Yes, you can.
You gotta be going OD.
You gotta
go. You gotta go.
Yeah,
like
you gotta go
OD
the.
But
you can
definitely.
Yeah, you can fuck somebody up. Yeah.
You can
give them brain damage if they don't die.
No, but brass knuckles are still like they have a freaking tactical pin that'll fuck your shit up if it hit you on the what's called. They have those. They have those. What's called that you the batons or whatever that you sling out is like the size of it. You know what I mean? It's only like a few inches and you sling it out and it's like a whole rod. I'm talking about they got some stuff out here that fucking nigga up. You just did fucking nigga up. That ain't brass knuckles. Yeah. By the time you get your brass knuckles on them, slide them in. Hell, I done tased your ass.
I just don't think. I just don't think.
You're down there crispy.
I don't think that.
I'm gonna get you with that knuckle.
I don't think Texas needs any more legalized weapons right now. Texas is doing too much. I don't think that we need to make anything else legal at the moment. That's just my opinion,
but at the same time, bro, like. I'd rather somebody feel protected with brass knuckles than a gun. If you kill one person with brass knuckles, you ain't gonna. You can't kill 10 people.
And that's what I like about those.
It doesn't matter.
But that's what I like about those protective things too, because like you said, with a gun, that is still questionable. Like as a woman, if somebody comes close enough for me to hit you to buzz you with a taser or hit you with a baton, you in my space. Like you finna get your ass fucked up, okay? Because you done walked into this bubble. Like I'm not far enough to you. And at the end of the day, if you that close to me, I can't fight you off. Like I got to be able to get your ass away from me.
Right, and you can't really, even if you kill somebody with that, you can't. You gotta be
your
killing innocent people, bro.
Today.
No, that's not true.
Like you got
how you gonna kill an innocent person with brass knuckles?
And you ain't taking out 6 of them.
You gotta walk up and punch multiple times.
Let me say what my opinion is on this. I think that. I definitely think that guns are worse than brass knuckles. That's first of all, I'm not stupid, so that's for sure. I agree with y'all on that. But I just think that there are people that are really fucking stupid right now, and there are people that used to walk up and do the smack cam and all this shit. Like these niggas will think it's funny to walk up somebody with some brass knuckles and swing on them and put that shit on Instagram. But they will.
Right, but that's the thing. If they start doing that, they're gonna get a hard time because there is a law
assault,
about.
Bro.
It's still
but
assault.
if you don't make it legal and accessible, then it will.
It's legal, but it's still it's assault if you hit somebody with brass knuckles for no reason. So I don't think people gonna just be like,
I don't think they gonna.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Okay.
Not to mention, even with them being illegal, everybody has brass knuckles. Like every old person, every old nigga. My grandma has brass knuckles in a sewing machine. Like why could got some? Why got these brass knuckles in here?
When you really want to think about it, brass knuckles
knuckles
was the thing to protect yourself before guns got big and stuff like that.
Right. Now that they back, I can put Granny out there.
All right, the last one, y'all, it's about tobacco sales. It's law SB 21. It says you must be 21 years old to buy cigarettes. Are you mad or not?
I think that's good.
Cool. All right, we over it. Okay.
I think that's good.
I'm mad or not. I'm both. Let me tell you why I'm mad though. If they gonna do that, then they didn't make the military 21. You go to the military at 18. Yeah, if I can go, if I can go,
and
if
back
I
to
can
the same
go
guns.
put my life on the line, I should be able to smoke a cigarette if I want one.
The only reason
I
why,
need a damn
the only
cigarette.
reason why, the only reason why I would disagree with you on that is because if they make that 21, you got people who like the military really helps them out at 18. Like they need to get away from their parents or something like that. So that's the only reason why I disagree with you on that. Like they need to.
But
leave it
it's the same gun conversation too. You can still go in there and get a gun, but you can't smoke no cigarettes. You can't have no drugs.
That's what I'm saying.
We all know that the gun shit needs to be, you know what I'm saying, changed.
I'm just saying as far as like making it.
I mean, and of course
21.
that does happen, but that's still not the majority of cases of people that go into the military. You know what I'm saying?
I
Listen. First of all, I'm not disagreeing with the being able to get 18 and be in the military. I think that's fine because even for that reason. But I just think that 21 is you should be able to buy cigarettes for them if you want them. I mean, that's your thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was just
if
happy
you can go to the military, it's kind of my point. If I can go to the military and go to war, then why I can't buy cigarettes?
Well, I think at the end of the day, like, even if you 16 and smoke cigarettes, you still gonna go get them cigarettes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want something, even if it's illegal or not, you gonna find a way to get it.
But is it me? Like, I honestly feel like now, even period, like, when I was like probably in middle school, in elementary, like people was outside smoking heavily.
I don't really see that like now.
But now you don't see that. Like now they got the restaurants that they don't even allow you to smoke there and stuff like that. So I mean, you may have a point. I mean, them raising it to 21, I don't think it's a big deal because
I also think it's all about, you know what I'm saying, like everybody know how bad tobacco is for you, and they just trying to make it.
Right, it's cool, but it's a little late.
Make it hard for people
they used to let teachers smoke in the teacher lounge back in the day. Remember that shit? They used to walk past
on campus. They gonna let them make them smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the teacher's lounge, it'd be like smoking out there and shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, those are the new laws, y'all, because we do still have some other things to talk about.
It's a little late to be giving attention. Let's not let the gun laws go this long. I mean, seriously, because nobody can. I mean, like you said, if we want to smoke a little cig to it, a little Virginia Slim.
All right, do y'all want to talk about all these things? Because we didn't already talk about. Do you want to talk? Okay, we got two more things. I want to talk about both of these two things you want to pick.
Let's do one.
All right, so you want to talk about Kanye West Sunday service or Kevin Hart?
I say Kevin.
Who you love? I mean, God.
Nah, it ain't because of that. I say Kevin.
It doesn't matter. We probably do both because it's.
We just talking about that a long time. Let's do Kevin Hart real quick. All right. So Kevin Hart was involved in an accident yesterday. They left him with major back injuries. They said that the driver, he was a passenger in the car. The driver of the car lost control and hit an embankment. And we saw pictures of the car. It was fucked up,
messed up.
But according to TMZ. Hart was rushed into surgery after sustaining major injuries in a car accident. Sources close to Kevin confirmed his surgery was successful, and he'll remain in the hospital for a few days to recover. So thank God Kevin Hart is okay, and it was no fatalities, but the driver and Kevin both had some really major injuries.
It was
and
his
the person
birthday,
in the back, the person in the back, 40th, the person in the back didn't sustain any injuries.
Damn. Man, at least like you said, nobody died and everybody, you know what I'm saying, okay now.
I mean, in the report that I read too, they was all talking about like at first that he could be paralyzed and stuff like that because he had back injuries. Him and the other guy.
His birthday was July 6th. My bad, it wasn't yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it was somebody. They said something about somebody's birthday. I don't know if it was he was leaving or whatever. But either way, the reason why I wanted to talk about it because it's like you never know, like no matter how big, how much money you got, like you never know, like things like that can happen. Like it's crazy that none of us was really even thinking about Kevin Hart yesterday, and then you hear that news, like you always hear that like somebody died, like even with Nipsey, like everybody's like, oh, Nipsey hot right now, blah blah. The next thing you know, boom, he gone. So it's like people like that have an impact in the media and stuff like that, and people's life, they can be gone like that off. Something simple as a car wreck, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think they'll get in a car wreck. You think they're being safe or whatnot. But, things like that happen. So that's honestly the reason why I want to talk about it, because you always got to be, like, happy that you woke up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
facts.
You got home safe. Like, when we go out and we do stuff, we got home safe. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? And, it doesn't matter.
It can still be worse.
Right.
Well, prayers up for Kevin Hart, man. Of course I hate to hear that, but like they said, it was successful, so that's good. And so he should be back home in a few days. So we would definitely be praying for Mr. Kevin Hart. And happy late birthday. I didn't realize his birthday was even this summer in general, but yeah, he's 40 now. All right, y'all. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about Kanye West and his Sunday service. this past Sunday was no different. You know, he popped up this week in Watts, though. You know, they've been traveling around a little bit. They took it to Watts, and the choir performed Tupac and Dr. Dre's California Love, Travis Scott and
Very
Drake's
churchy
Sicko
version,
Mode,
though.
and Aaliyah's I Don't Want to Know. But they like Krista said, they like gospel version, like churchy.
But they did gospel version of all of them.
Yeah, they
I
were
just
all.
heard the Aaliyah one, but that was it.
And then I thought they stopped or whatever, and they sung to Dave Chappelle.
They did that for his
Yeah,
birthday
yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
Yeah. And Brad Pitt was there yesterday too. Brad Pitt was at Sunday service. They said this is his second time going.
And there's yesterday.
Adrian Balan was there.
Yeah, yesterday where they did it was like right next door to a church too. Obviously, they're very loud outside. Would you guys consider going to a church like that? That was just all
It's
worship?
not a church.
I actually think like there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. I just don't like the name.
It's
of
not
it.
a church.
I don't like the fact that he called it Sunday service.
Yeah.
because they implies that it's a church.
That's
But
what
it's
I'm
not.
saying. It's not a church. But like I don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing, but it's not a church.
What would make it a church?
If he was up there trying to preach and stuff,
No,
He
don't
has
need
to be
preach.
doing it, or does he need to, or does he have to get a preacher to do it?
what to make him?
What
he
would
don't
make
need
it a church?
He don't need to have a church at all.
I'm asking you though. What
No,
would
he
make
really
it a church
doesn't,
though?
yeah.
A building?
If
Well,
he-
you gotta.
no, if
you gotta
he
be
had-
reading out of the book, dog. I mean,
he had some type
he
of
not reading
preaching-
out of the book.
If he had some type of preaching, that would make it a full-on church. But
Is
he
there
don't have
somebody
that.
there preaching?
No, there is somebody.
That's what I was about to say. Because when I looked
Where
at the
what
lineup,
he preaching on though?
I don't know, but I do know last week they went to a church that is it's Christian.
yeah,
So
I was
this-
looking
this
at the
is
little
my
lineup,
question.
and it's like all the songs, and
So-
it says there's a part that they're for a pastor.
Okay, so
And
my
then there's,
question
like, closing
is,
songs.
okay, so they sing like hip hop songs and stuff like that, but churchy, like you said, right?
But sometimes they
But
just
then
be
do they
singing
have? Do
Kanye
they have?
songs.
That's what I'm saying. So so I guess that's the worship. But who are you worshiping when you singing?
They're saying God. They're saying God. They're saying,
Oh, so they changed the words.
Yeah, they're
in it.
changing the words to church.
Oh, I didn't know
words.
that. I
They're
didn't.
saying God. They're saying. I'm telling you what they're saying.
I don't know about this,
That's
bro.
what I'm just asking.
I
That's what
mean,
I'm
if
just
that's the
asking.
case, we used to laugh at people who try to change like hip hop songs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
The
but
youth
like-
pastor is trying
Yeah.
every year. Okay, like
So I just feel
We're not
I
doing
feel
it.
like
Nelly
if
is
that's
hiding
the case,
here.
if that's the
Right.
case, if they saying God and they like, I guess you can't really say it's
Right,
not
so
church. And
obviously
then
this
if they got a
right.
pastor, then
This is
That's
what
the-
it's,
that's
this
what
is
I
what
don't
it's
like,
leaning
though.
for.
That's
This
what
is
I
what
don't
it's
like.
leaning
Hip-hop.
towards. Because what he did, like it looked like it started kind of like in his, almost like in his backyard, like the land that was in his backyard. So it's out in the open. It's not in a building, but yeah, they are singing about God. And I didn't even know that either until I saw that program that there's a pastor insert in there. Now I didn't hear what the pastor was saying. I didn't hear none of that. But if they're singing songs about God, I'm guessing the pastor's preaching.
So if I'm not mistaken, church is like a group of people. You ain't got to be in the building, but a
No,
group
you
of
don't.
people coming together and diving into the word. That's
Right.
church. So I mean, if he got a pastor and then they singing and putting God
See,
in,
I
in
didn't
the
know
hip
they
hop
had a pastor till
music.
just now.
But then what? But see, only
Okay,
thing, I
so
was
I'm
on the side, I
asking
was on
you-
the side of them. They was taking up tithes because they like we got no building. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no building fund.
Well, they gotta pay the pastor for coming.
I mean, Kanye
Okay, but
got
what I'm
that.
saying
Kanye
is,
don't need to
you don't think
take
Kanye's
no offerings
you don't
for-
think he's organizing all this or funding all this? Obviously, he bringing all the instrument stuff out
I mean, he
there.
definitely funding it. Whatever got to be funded.
So
I
the
ain't seen no
pastor- the
I ain't
pastor
seen no
good.
collection plate going
I
around.
feel like it's like in my mind before today, I thought it was just like a concert. Like they
That's-
just come in, they singing, and then they going
It
home.
seemed like
what I
they're
thought.
adding to it.
I thought-
Because at the beginning they were definitely singing like just like
They
were
weren't
just,
singing about God.
No, they were
just-
singing
they just making
Kanye's songs.
churches. Yeah.
It seemed like there wasn't cuss words in them though.
Yeah.
But
But
it
they
was
just
just
had
drawn
like
out like a choir
like
type.
a choir.
Yeah, but
that's
no,
what I thought it was.
No, California Love was straight up mixed as a God song.
I just the only one I saw out of those three was the Aaliyah one. I saw a clip of the Aaliyah one.
I gotta
and I was
see
just
it.
like, I mean, I guess, but like I didn't know they had a pastor and all that stuff.
Yeah, they trying
like,
to do it. Yeah, okay.
I
think
don't
they
know how I
adding to
feel
it.
about that. I
So
don't
would you
know.
say it's church? I mean, now that you
I mean,
say
it's a
if
church.
it's what you said, it's church.
But are you okay with that type of church though?
I'm all right, bro. Like you
I
gotta
mean,
get if they
preach-
diving
if
in
they
the
preaching
word,
the right
bro.
thing,
yeah.
Like I would go check it out. I would go to it just because I would be interested to see what it looked like.
If they die, bro, it doesn't matter. Like the music, how they do it. If like they singing about God, they diving into the word, bro. It's church. You can't take nothing from it. Like
yeah, I guess I would have to. I'm skeptical because I really don't
And
like
it's
the fact
really-
that
it's
he
really
was calling
Kanye that
it.
makes me
It's
skeptical more than,
Kanye.
Yeah.
more than
But-
the concept of what they do.
Yeah, but
really.
even
Yeah.
so, even if people were coming to the church for Kanye, there's people that are obsessed with their pastors, that are obsessed with their preachers,
true.
that treat them like Kanye. That's why they got these big churches, big mega churches, stuff like that. They worship and pray. They ain't never heard of Kanye West because they can't get their eyes off their pastor.
Yeah, I understand that. I just feel like I don't know. I just always thought the thing
And then
was weird.
Kanye's just leading it. He's not. I don't think he's the pastor. He's just leading
I
it.
definitely wouldn't.
Yeah,
He the choir director.
Right,
Yeah.
so they're not
Like,
like
it's
hearing
nothing
anything
wrong.
he's saying. He's
Like,
not
I guess in the grand scheme of things, there's nothing wrong with it, but it just something about it don't sit right
Ain't
with
nothing
me. I don't know
wrong.
yeah,
why.
something is.
Maybe because it's just it's the
the
fact that it's
Trump stuff.
Kanye.
It's Kanye. That's what it is.
Maybe
I
it's
got a
Kanye, but
question.
like it just don't sit right with me.
I would ask y'all, what's the difference between like people who were in jail having church than Kanye having church? Because it's like they've done stuff.
I mean, it's
And it's the same
it's
Well,
thing.
no,
not
it ain't
that-
about them doing. I
it's-
see what you're saying. You're
Stay
talking
in the
because we're
chapel.
judging it being because of it being
Yeah.
Kanye. But that's not. But I'm not basing Kanye off of like it's just the things that he like says. But he also hasn't like shown any desire to like take those things back or disconnect himself from those beliefs. So that's kind of the difference for
Well,
me.
I think the thing for me is just like, I think with Kanye specifically, I think like I guess it's really not the same. It's the same because with any pastor, you don't know what they do when they leave. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't know how they live their life when they not at the
And
church.
some of them
We
confess
heard
it, right?
we heard about one pastor.
Well, I've
You
had
know what I'm
family that
saying?
was in jail, and they said they brought pastors. Like they had somebody that came from the Potter's house as a like prison ministry. So they
Yeah,
had
but even
they
that,
had a pastor that
like
so,
we don't know as great as of a preacher that T.D. Jakes may be. We don't know how he lived his life outside of that. You know
but
what
that's
I'm
not
saying?
what you're not really supposed to be concerned about.
Yeah,
that.
but I know that's what I'm saying. Like with Kanye, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe that's why I don't like it that it's him because like I guess we know too much about his personal life.
Oh, I see
but in
what
the
you
grand
mean.
scheme of
Yeah,
things, that really don't matter.
And there's plenty of
You know
pastors
what
that
I'm saying?
confess that they used to be a gangster drug dealer.
Yeah, I
Pimp.
know.
I
They
can
do
deal
all
with
of
that, but like
you
this
know?
whole like I'm turning on my people culture and I'm not taking it back and I'm supporting the person that like symbolizes hate. That to me is still a little bit
Yeah,
hard
that's
to
why-
that's
Yeah,
hard
I
to
don't-
follow.
maybe that too, because
Yeah,
I'm just
like-
off Kanye right now in general.
Yeah.
So it's like anything he do, I'm just like
Yeah,
skeptical about.
It's hard. It's hard.
I think that's what it
It's
is.
hard to swallow. But I mean, like I said, to answer your question, I can't not call it church if they doing all that.
I mean, it's church.
All right, look.
I don't know if I would go though.
I'm with Hayes. I'll probably go visit. I
See
mean,
what it's
and then
doing.
if I go one time and I don't like it, I'm like, hey, this ain't it. This
Yeah.
ain't it. This ain't where it's at.
I'm gonna be standing in the back.
Like maybe it's
All
not
right.
for me. For
Yeah,
somebody
by the
else.
door, just in
Right.
case.
Because there's been some churches that I went to, and I was just like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to come back.
All right. That is all for what's popping, and we're gonna move over into our next segment where we recognize a very beautiful lady, and that is our Dime of the Week segment.
I'm looking for a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, slim waist with a big behind. I need a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, slim waist with a big behind. You want this money?
All right, y'all. This week, our
Bad,
Dime of the
bad.
Week is the very lovely, very talented, the very bite-sized Miss Quinta B.
She is so
The B
beat
stands for
bite-sized.
bite-sized. Quinta B first rose to fame on like Vine, and
I
Vibe
was like,
line.
what the fuck is Vine?
Okay.
She was in
I was
Bob magazine.
she was on Vine, and Vine, and she also was then, of course, like started doing Instagram. She worked for Revolt TV for a while, but most recently she's on a Black Lady sketch show on HBO with Gabrielle Dennis, Robin Thede, and I forget that, and I don't want to forget her name, so let me look it up because I'm not gonna disrespect the queen like that. And Ashley Nicole Black, and so they on the Black Ladies sketch comedy show. But she really is. Me and Chris were talking. Have y'all seen that show yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, she really is the funniest one.
No, she is so funny on there.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. Like, it even took a couple episodes because it really is like smart black women comedy, which is actually not even a genre. It turns out, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's actually not even present. Like, it like takes you a while to be like, oh my gosh, like they showing women. Just showing black women not just trying to be mad or ghetto or anything like that. Like they're giving like just everyday like working black woman stuff that we would think was funny. And what's so good about her is that I feel like there was like this big wave of all these like Vine and Instagram stars, YouTube stars that came out and you didn't see her for a second. And then you're like,
Right.
oh dang, this nigga hit harder than everybody on HBO.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so that was
Facts.
really cool. That was really cool because
You-
she's
like you remember but you know who she is like you remember the whole He Got Money skit
Yeah, I
that she was
remember
doing
that.
and stuff like that.
A large. That's
Yeah.
the same person,
He
right?
got
Skittles,
money.
get
Right.
all of it.
And then one time he said something. They were like, "You want that guacamole?" He was like, "Go on and put it on there," and she just passed out. And then she did that one where she acted like she was on that dating website commercial. She was like, "I never forget. I walked past Michael, and when I walked by, he he was like, that ass is fat," and I was like, "This ass?" And he was like, "Yeah, that ass."
That's the beginning of a love story. Okay?
I've loved ever since.
Yeah, but she is so funny. She is so funny on the sketch comedy show, and it's cool just to see. You know, it's good to see
The
women
progression.
like that. Yeah,
And they do a lot of continuations of characters on that show too. that I've noticed. You know, like they have a lot of characters that show up on like numerous episodes. But I really like the bit with her and Robin Thede where they're the married couple that just cannot follow instructions when it's time to repeat, like say yes or no or whatever. So yeah, but Quinta B is very talented. And I look forward to continuing to watch the Black Lady Sketch Show. It's funny. It's good. It is smart. It's not something you can just watch. You know, there is a deeper meaning to everything. But anyway, it's a really good show. And Quinta B, you are our Dime of the Week.
Hey.
And now we're gonna move over into our next segment, which is One's Gotta Go.
One's gotta go.
This week for One's Gotta Go, y'all, we're gonna talk breakfast breads. All right. Now, one of these breakfast breads must go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there now. It's not easy. They're all similar because you eat them all with syrup, but they all so different also. All right.
Eat them all with syrup.
So we got pancakes, waffles,
Uh-huh.
and French toast.
Ooh.
Right, that French toast was a little monkey wrench for you, wasn't it? All right, so pancakes, waffles, and French toast. One of these.
And in Texas, we got
must
Texas
go.
toast too. They know how to do French toast right.
Listen.
I think the best French toast I ever had, they made it out of like a croissant. But they made
had
French
that.
toast out of a croissant. That shit was
Nah, I ain't never had that.
Yeah.
I had it with like the big like sliced
the big
bread.
thick bread. Yeah, and it's good like that too. I
Yeah.
just said when I had the croissant, I was like, damn, I wish I had
That's
it like
another
they had it
level
like
right
yeah,
there.
it was.
I had cinnamon roll French toast.
No, you
That sounds
haven't.
good too.
But I had a
Yeah.
cinnamon roll pancake that was hidden.
Anyway,
Chocolate chip
right.
pancakes be hidden.
But blueberry pancakes
Pancakes
or
be
waffles.
hidden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is hard for me.
And you know, I was telling when we were talking about this earlier, I was telling G and Krista that
Pancakes, waffles.
pancakes and waffles are the same.
But
I was thinking about it when I was in the car. They really are like they made out of the same batter,
But
but
they
they
don't
eat
eat the
different.
same.
They eat
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
if
I'm
you
saying?
want one,
Pancake-
somebody can't bring you the other.
Like,
waffles
yeah.
are a little more crunchy.
Well, yeah, I was
sometimes,
about
like
to
a
say
little
that.
more.
You get a little more crunch
Yeah,
with
with
waffles.
waffle, right.
Pancakes is
It's like cake.
Light and fluffy. Yeah. So they're not the same. So
Because the only thing you want, like, kind of crispy on your pancakes, at least me, is the edges.
It's
You kind of
maybe
want
the
the
edge.
Maybe the
edges.
edge.
Maybe
Yeah.
you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like Cracker Barrel, they know to do it. They know to
do.
put the
they really
crispy
do.
in.
Yeah.
So do y'all want to do 1, 2, 3? Y'all want to go? I think
Let me
1, 2,
think.
3. This one.
Let me
I think
think.
I actually got mine.
I don't
Wait,
know.
let's talk about this real quick. Do you like this is just random. Do you like the pancakes better at IHOP or the waffles better at Waffle House?
I like the
Hold on,
waffles.
say it again.
The waffles
The
better at
pancakes
Waffle
better
House.
at IHOP or the waffles more at Waffle House?
I like the Waffle House.
At Waffle House better than
pancakes
IHOP.
at IHOP.
Do y'all like the Waffle House waffles better than Lolo's?
No.
The waffles at Lolo's is better.
Lolo's is
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
From Waffle House?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lolo's better.
But okay, last one. Is it better than Black Walnut? Because I haven't had them there.
The waffles?
Yeah, the waffles only. I'm talking about.
Is what
Is
better?
it better
than
at
And
Waffle
nah,
House
they got
than it
a
is at
generic
Lolo's?
one. They got a
So
generic
Lolo's
one.
probably okay. Anyway, so yeah,
Um,
where's y'all's favorite place to get pancakes?
pancakes.
If you're
Cracker
not making
Barrel.
them yourself,
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel
probably,
does got
yeah.
some good ass pancakes.
I
Do
actually
you like them somewhere, G?
I can't think of a place specifically that I just like.
My dad be making some good pancakes.
Yeah,
too.
my
we
mom- my
we
mom
had
make
pancakes
really
growing
good
up in the
pancakes.
house. In the
Yeah.
house, we had more pancakes and waffles for sure.
Like the reason why I like
you need a
Cracker
waffle
Barrel so
maker.
much, I've went and got their mix and made it, and they still hit.
The Cracker Barrel mix?
Yes,
You
they
can buy. You
Okay,
gotta
but
buy
you
it
told
at the
me
You
store.
that.
can buy it at the store. When I'm telling you, it hit
you
just
can
like
get it from like
Yes.
the store, or you gotta
The-
go to a Cracker Barrel.
No, you go to a Cracker Barrel and they got the mix.
Yeah.
Okay, that
And,
makes sense. Yeah.
like
okay.
when I say it hit just like they made it, it hit. It you can't mess it up. If you mess it up, you can't cook.
That's another reason
Like-
too. Like I feel like it's easier to mess up. I could be wrong because my mom and dad both make good pancakes, but I think it's easier to mess up a pancake than a waffle
Yeah,
because
you
of
do have a
waffle
little
makers. You
technique.
know what I'm saying?
You do gotta have a little
You have
technique.
waffle iron, you can just kind of, you know how long, you need to do
Yeah.
everything, and it's like one and done. You know what I mean? But the pancake, I've had like people burn. I've really.
Or the
had-
people that make them fucked up shaped pancakes, they good, but you don't want to eat it. It's
Right.
shaped like
I think you just gave me.
flat.
I think
Right.
you just
No,
helped me make my
thank
decision,
you.
bro.
Yeah.
You just helped me make
Yeah.
my decision.
I got
But then
mine.
Circle
also,
the
we ain't
ovals.
touched on French toast yet neither, which goes
Listen, the French toast.
French toast.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's the
got
goat.
a little bit
I
of
ain't gonna
cinnamon
lie.
on it. Yeah.
True.
The French toast the goat.
Yeah, at Black
Wait, you're not
Walnut, the
supposed to
French
get rid of
toast
one
is
yet.
Napoleon.
I didn't
He
get
says
rid
the
of one.
goat.
Oh, I
Either
thought you
one
said you gotta go.
No, that's the goat.
Oh, okay.
Like I
You get some good French toast, it's over.
Where's your
Listen.
favorite place to get French
It's over.
toast?
That's your whole argument.
If
You get some
you-
good
if you're
French
not
toast,
if you're
you
not
through,
having it
nigga.
like from
Low
if you're
key,
going out.
Over for you,
Old
nigga.
West
Tell
got
me.
some good French toast.
Bro,
Oh,
they
yeah,
really
yes,
do,
they
bro.
really
They
do.
really
French
do.
toast
got
hit.
Old West French
I
toast
ain't gonna
is
lie.
like
They French
Top-
toast because they
top
use that
tier.
thick bread,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not even crunchy, but it's like I don't know how to
It's
describe it.
firm.
Oh, West is slept on.
Yeah,
Yes,
Old
They
West
just
got
need more
some.
places.
Yeah,
Damn,
Crystal,
I
where
want
you
some
like-
Old
do you
West
like-
now.
Where do you get French toast when you go out ever?
Every now and again.
Shit, this ain't even no place to get French toast.
Yeah, it's harder. It is harder to find. So it's like if
Especially
you
good
do,
French toast.
Yeah, if somebody say they got some good French toast, I more than likely will try because it ain't the easiest to get your hands on.
A lot of times, if you ever do go to a brunch place, they French toast be pretty straight.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
it's all,
It's
the
a
French
Frenchy
toast is
food.
all about the bread.
Yeah, it really is.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm telling y'all got to try it with a croissant. It's good
Yeah,
like that.
that sound good.
Yeah,
Y'all
it was
ready?
real good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Can you imagine it with the croissant from Cheddar's, nigga? That honey butter
Hey,
croissant?
bro, I don't know.
Okay, anyway, I'm done.
I know which one.
Hold
I'm
on,
ready.
are we going?
Wait, no, let's clarify so we can all be on the same
Nah,
page.
because I feel
need
like
some more
I
time.
feel like this decision got to be based off like which one you done had that was bad the most. Like people couldn't make it.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that makes it easier, but that's changed my mind. Though.
Well,
It got for me.
nah.
That's how it got.
Well,
to
that's
be.
how you
Because
doing it.
If
I'm doing
everything
mine based on
perfect,
which one I like the least.
they all like up there for me.
Okay, we 1,
Okay.
2, 3 on that.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
1, 2, 3.
French
Pancakes.
I said pancakes.
I
I
said
got rid of
pancakes.
waffles.
I got rid of French toast.
Okay, well, let's
Because
talk
I've
about
had a
it.
couple of bad
The
French
reason
toast
why-
experiences. They were like soggy. Like somebody fucking up
That's
French
true.
toast. Like they don't get that egg ratio right, and they don't get that fried right, and it's soggy. No.
See, I had more pancakes like that. This soggy, it wouldn't cook all the way through.
See,
I ain't-
I just feel like the only time I prefer waffles is if it's chicken and waffles. Like that's the only time I want a waffle.
So you don't just get waffles for breakfast.
No, I mean you can eat chicken and waffles for breakfast, but like if it ain't the combination, I don't really
When
want
we
the
was
waffle.
in school, I used to always make like you at UNT. I always make a waffle, Belgian
Nah.
waffle.
Do you know
I
they
prefer
got the...
Yeah,
the
just because we
pancake
didn't always
route
have access to
Yeah.
it.
or the the French toast route. That's the goat though, the French toast.
Do you know they make waffle / pancake mix in a spray can now at the store?
Oh, well,
You
that's
shake it up
weird.
and just spray it out.
I don't know about that.
You don't get no splats.
Like whipped cream kind of. Okay, I got rid of pancakes because I actually so I have a few reasons I'm gonna explain though. I actually agree with Krista on the French toast. I think the French toast is the hardest to get right, and I have had people mess that up the most. But I also enjoy French toast because I don't eat French toast as often as the other two.
Yeah.
So I feel like
It's a
I'm getting a
treat.
treat. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't eat them as much as I eat the other two. And
But
waffle-
when you get good French toast,
it's
it's
over.
over.
Yeah.
When it's good,
It's
yeah.
over.
When you get it and it's good, it's good. With the waffles, I feel like I like the individual little
Yeah,
squares.
waffles my number one.
You got to go through there and I like that. And then I feel like it's also less messy on waffles because the syrup don't run everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to stay in them little squares if you do it
yeah.
right. Yeah. So I like waffles are very controlled.
You can
Environment.
Yeah.
save a waffle because
Yeah.
like you don't
Yeah.
put you could put syrup on that one little corner
Right,
and then take the rest home.
Yeah, that's facts.
I ain't gonna lie.
So
with-
why you get rid
I
of
ain't taking that
pancakes?
home.
Huh?
Why you get rid of pancakes?
Because like she said with French toast, I done had some where it wasn't cooked all the way, like it was soggy in
Oh,
in
yeah.
the middle, stuff like
Mhm.
that. Especially when you start putting like fruit, like blueberries and stuff in
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay, y'all. Well, we gonna post that. Everybody explain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna post that poll on Instagram and Twitter and find out which one of these breakfast breads would have to go for you. And that is all for one's gotta go. We're gonna move over into our I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sick. We're gonna move on to
Okay, nigga.
we're gonna move on to our last segment, which is black.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm
like
black,
how some
y'all,
of these
and I'm
is-
blacker than black, and I'm
right
black,
hand
y'all.
I was watching King in the Wilderness this week, that HBO documentary about Martin Luther King. That made me think about that when y'all threw up the fish. But anyway, I don't know why.
Random fact that.
Yeah. All right. So
His
this
head
week,
cloudy. His head cloudy.
it really is, y'all. I'm over here, woo, like spinning and shit. Anyway, okay, this week this really goes to I guess the parents of this young man. There's a young man. He's a Green Oaks receiver in Louisiana, and the young man's name, and let's disclaim we don't really be on here making fun of people's names, but this is excessive.
He's a Green Oaks receiver.
Yeah.
So he plays high school football.
Yeah. Okay, but his name is DeColdest, DE''COLDEST, to ever do it, TOEVADOIT, Crawford. DeColdest to ever do it, Crawford.
And when his baby, they probably call.
That's really
Hey,
his
shut
nigga
up,
name.
Cam. I know I came from the back from the cheap
That
seats
cheap
like
seats,
this
right.
nigga.
Right.
Yeah, this
I
nigga.
mean, I just feel like that's a lot. Y'all really,
That, yeah,
really.
that's doing the most. Like,
What they call him as a baby daddy?
Wait, what's the name again? The
Coldest.
DeColdest
the ever
to ever do it.
To ever
to ever do it. To
Crawford.
ever do
The
it.
Coco.
Crawford. I would call him Crawford.
That's what you
I
gotta
mean,
call him.
I'm sure the coaches just say Crawford.
Yeah.
Because I know, every now and then you meet somebody and they just always go by their last name.
You're right.
He one of them people.
Yeah.
Or he go by
But
Cody.
When my parents get mad, they come by my middle name.
No,
so
he go by Cody.
How I would feel
Cody.
my
I would
parents
go by Cody in the
run on
mud.
me and be like, to ever do it. If you don't get there and sit your ass down somewhere.
But I'm just glad he made this far. He actually even playing football. I mean, this nigga would have been.
Listen, you
I mean,
can't
it
be
would've-
average.
Whatever, it would have worked for the band. They got the saxophone.
It
Whatever
would've- He gotta have a talent.
Dakota.
This nigga gotta be
the
Cody.
coldest to ever do it.
You gotta be Cody at
That
whatever
nigga
you
can be
do.
a scientist, nigga.
This
That
nigga
nigga
cannot
be
be
a
average at nothing.
Nigga be a
At
surgeon.
At all. He
Listen.
cannot be average at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nigga be a
damn.
pro
They
tap
put this nigga-
dancer.
they put
The
this nigga
coldest
up
to
a
ever
lot of
do it.
pressure for him.
I'm telling you, like
He
the
live with
I
a
mean,
lot
it's
of
not that
pressure.
much pressure. It's just he got to be
and
good
that,
at
they
something.
gotta be
made
the
it worse.
coldest.
No,
Bacon,
To
The
ever
dressing.
do it.
look,
That mean he got to be the GOAT.
when it was the coldest, it would have been all right, like the coldest.
Right.
Yeah.
But when he
But
got
to
to be
ever
the
do it,
We talking
That-
about
that-
past,
Yeah,
present,
also
future.
EVA, not ever do it like
Yeah,
that.
ever do it.
Yeah,
Ever.
ever.
You
ever.
know-
I mean, if he hoop, he got to be in the conversation with Jordan and
yes,
LeBron
right.
and
Kobe.
Kobe. You
If
can't
he
be.
tap, he got to be in the city with Gregory Hines.
Yeah,
I'm
he can't be
telling
a
you.
fucking, you know what I'm
People
saying, a Charles Barkley ass nigga. Like, you can't just be good.
He
You
can't.
got to be the coldest to
If
ever
he,
do it.
if he golfing, he got to be up there with Tiger.
Yeah, he got to
If
be a
I'm
Phil
telling you, he
Nicholson.
up
If
there
he's
with
swimming,
Disney.
he got to be up there
You
with
You got to be a
Phelps.
Michael Phelps, nigga. You can't
He
be.
up there with Dizzy.
Right.
You said what?
He writing poetry. He better be doing it like
You
Langston.
better
You got to
Angelo.
listen.
Hey,
play
we
the
want
theme
to
on
go
Price is
back,
Right
back.
better than the nigga to play the theme on Price is Right.
You can't be
But,
just up there.
If you
Nah,
gon'
and
if
it
you
was-
gonna
it was
sing the
cold.
Powers theme song, you better
gotta
sing
be
it better
Joe.
than Joe.
Help folks
You
escape from jail. You better do it like Harry.
But you know, it ended up being a thing that people couldn't even believe, so they went to go do a fact check. Like, ain't no way that nobody
Yes,
named their
it's
kid
a
this,
way.
but it's very much so
No, it's a
legit.
way.
With us,
Yes,
it's
it is.
always a way.
And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a junior somewhere
Oh,
down the
honey,
line.
please. They gonna
Nah,
keep that alive.
I hope he leave that alone.
It's gonna be the third,
Nah.
fourth, fifth.
The only way he don't is if he become an average ass nigga. That's it. He couldn't live up to the name.
Man, is he
But ain't
even,
no
did
way.
it say what his stats is? And
Nah,
You gonna be
they
the coldest
decided-
to being an average
they
ass
decided to
nigga.
clown-
The coldest average
they
nigga you
The
decided-
coldest to ever, the
They
coldest to
decided-
ever
They
be an
decided
average
to
nigga.
clown him first, and they gonna probably lift him up later. So
The
they
coldest
just
average nigga you ever met.
Or
Yeah.
it could just be like super
I make
popular
average
right now
look
because people are
good,
so
baby.
petty.
Nigga.
That's what he like.
Yeah, and receiver, this nigga, I mean, the season just started, but he got to be at least two touchdowns in. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
At
damn,
least.
why they do that man like that?
I do them Kleenex.
I don't know, boy.
I think
The
so.
show
It's
needs
I,
fine.
I think he used them
Oh,
all.
work.
Thank you, Chris. You the goat. All right, y'all.
You the coldest.
Yeah, you the
To ever
coldest
do
to
it.
ever do
Ever
it.
the coldest at passing tissue.
Nigga,
Crystal
you got
was
that.
the coldest to ever do it. Here.
Passing tissue.
Oh, that's kind of lit. Crystal was the coldest to ever do it.
Here.
Here.
But I think that's kind of deep.
Mama
when you
add
put
that
the
to my
here.
name.
Right.
When you put the here, that kind of.
Well, it's because her name is, Crystal was here.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the podcast. We want to ask for a special prayer for the coldest to ever do it. That God keep him lifted up. Yeah, and we
Go to
just trying to
Kanye's
keep just
church.
having fun.
Keep him
Right.
scoring touchdowns.
Keep on doing your thing, bruh. Also, if you would like to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or also follow our page on YouTube and stream the episodes, you can find us all those places at IAMW Podcast. Also, send your letters to IAMWpodcast@gmail.com. Listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, or Apple Podcasts, all under IAMW Podcast. Leave us a rating and a review. We appreciate you guys for listening. This is D. Hayes.
Crystal was here.
Same OG.
And the King of Hearts.
Later, y'all.
Peace.